Your first shot is a great look. You're wide open. Nobody chases you. Great, amazing look right here. You do a good job of reading the defense. You get the screen set by king. Two come to you and you draw two and you immediately swing the king. So now he can attack the off balance, close out, get a quality look, good read. Good defense right here. You switch. And now that you switched on to the ball, you do a good job of cutting him off with your chest. And your teammate is in the gap. Now your teammate's standing right here and is able to take the ball from him when he comes near you. But the big thing is you take it right here in the chest. Good ball movement off the ball, looking for the ball, having your hands ready, you catch it. Now, as we rate this shot, you have a defender in front of your face. You take one dribble, 1-2 into your shot, which is good. He still contested. So this wouldn't be so much of a great look, but it's not a terrible, terrible look. So this is like one of your first questionable shots. Then right after that, we get the offensive rebound and you're once again ready to shoot, shot ready. And this is a great look. We get a later closeout and you end up hitting this shot. So that's a good quality look. Okay, right here, good job of being physical on this play. You never catch the ball in this situation and kind of post up and you get fouled on the fall away. And then you get to the free throw line and you knock down one. So solid. Excellent read here. The middle is wide open. You're seeing the floor and you go left to the basket, get into the lane and you get a nice left hand floater, goes in and out, quality look. You're right here in transition defense. Quality defense right here by being fundamental, by walling up in the paint, having those hands up without fouling. He throws it up against the backboard, solid defense. Nice read right here. You get down the middle of the floor and you attack the floor. And you get your teammate a wide open shot. Great job. You're right here. The little things matter. As soon as the ball swung to you, you're having an actual off balance closeout, but you know your teammate is wide open right here. So you swing it right away. So now she gets to attack the off balance closeout and she gets herself a quality look. Here we go again with your option 5. Run the baseline. This time somebody's trailing you, but we get a great screen right here by your teammate and you catch the ball and you get a quality look. Her hand gets up in your face, but that's a quality look for the play that you're trying to get. This is excellent right here. You take this charge in transition. This is an amazing play. One of your first charges ever in the game. Excellent job. Way to take that charge. The small details here. Way to support the gap on the ball with this drive so that way you can help your teammate out. Your man's right here and you're closing in this gap so that way he thinks he can't just go right and blow past. And you're still in the gap, focused on him, while also moving as he continues to move down the floor. So excellent job here. Then he goes there and you kind of close up this gap here. He passes out to your man, you get back out to him, and you slide, and you get your body on him, and then your teammate closes up the gap. So good defense right there of closing up the gap, staying in front, helping your teammate out, getting back to your man. Excellent off ball and on ball defense. Here goes another one of your set plays. Ball gets to the wing. We get to this pass. Now, right now, the man who's guarding you is hugged up with you right now. So the gaps are open. And now he comes off just a little bit to help. And now you catch the ball. So now this shot right here, it's still a quality look because he does not get his hand up and you did not have the room to really go drive and kind of split these two. Maybe baseline, but it would have been tight. But this is still a quality look considering that you ran the play and he didn't have a strong closeout. You get the handoff and wait to see the lane. I mean, the lane is wide open and you drive and attack it. The only thing I want to say is stop going as wide. You need to start getting into the body of this person and making this drive straighter this way, because once you do that, he now has to help. And then also he comes in to probably squeeze in a little bit too. And then Mateo end up cutting. That means you're going to have a pass to Mateo. And then you're also going to have a pass to Corey as well from the guy who helped. But you continue to drive. And now your teammate back cuts because his man fell asleep and you throw him that pass right on the money. Excellent job. The simple plays matter a lot. You catch the ball here in transition and your teammate is here wide open down the middle. That way, when you pass him the ball, he's going straight down the court. Nobody's near him. And you guys already got 4 defenders behind him. So now he is one-on-one with this guy that's coming over. And we also still have a teammate here who should be cutting to the basket. So now he gets all the way to the lane and he gets himself a shot right at the rim. This is probably your first like legit bad shot. So you catch the ball here, He's right in front of you. You get into a step back. He's right there, closes a space, and he gets his hand up, and he's all over the shot. You get a pass out from your teammate, wide open three, top of the key, great look. You get the handoff here. You draw the two, then you shoot the ball over two people. Terrible shot. Nice read right here. You're standing right here, and your teammate's going to swing you the ball from the corner. When he swings the ball to you, the guy who was guarding him starts to come out to you, and then this guy comes out to you, and this guy does not move out to get back to your teammate who passed the ball. So since he doesn't move out, you swing the ball to him, and now he gets a great look. So excellent read. This is just a really good basketball play here. When you catch the ball, you have a wide open look. You can pull into a three, you could drive and attack the basket. But you see your teammate standing here wide open. You could pull up into this three, and he shows you his hands like he's wide open, and you pass up that shot and you get him a layup. Excellent, excellent read. This play right here is, once again, just players making plays. You get him switched out onto you, spin off of him, and there's a gap that you get through. And she tries to close it up, and you're able to step through a little bit and get this floater, and you get the foul. So this lets you get into the free throw line, and you knock down 2 free throws. And you shot free throws really well this weekend, 80%. So good job on that play of splitting and making a play. You're right here at the top, and right now your teammate has drawn 2 defenders on the ball right now. And the one who has to rotate out to you will be this one. So as soon as you catch this ball, you don't really have the drive. If you rip, you are going to have a tight split here to get between these two down here. The right play and best play is to probably immediately swing it to Bryce. And now Bryce has the shot, and then also Bryce has pretty much this area to attack for an easy look. Or a quick dribble in just to draw him in just a little bit more, and this guy to come over and then still swing it to Bryce so Bryce can attack this actual empty side. So right here wasn't the best shot, but it wasn't a terrible shot because his closeout is late, and he was still coming off to you with an actual off-balance closeout. So you still get a solid look for you, but the right play would have been to swing it over to Bryce. Okay, here we go with your option that you guys run again. Nobody chases you. Swing the ball to you. Great open look. And you hit it with the late closeout. Good job. This right here is just good basketball. I mean, really, this is right here is just players making plays. Let's just call it what it is. This isn't something that a coach can draw up. You cross a guy over, and then you hit a three with a hand in your face. I mean, this is just you making plays. So there's that balance of like, okay, you might have taken bad shots or you took a good shot, but that's just a player making a play. And so that's a little different. Congrats that you made it. You got a guy off balance, and you got the shot off in enough time. So overall, solid play of a player making a play. Way to get out and make yourself a target right after the jump ball. You're right here, and you continue to run down the lane. Your teammate sees you. Easy left-hand layup. Good job. Good execution here of your offense, running your play here. Catch the ball. You have space here. The big guy doesn't come out on time. It's for you to get this three, and you get it up. Quality look. Teammate gets a screen, and you're wide open on the wing right here. Excellent shot to shoot that three. You could drive in for the floater, but this is a great, amazing look. Good job right here with moving as the drive is happening. You keep that ample space as Corey's driving, and you catch the ball right here. You attack this off-balance closeout by not going the way that he just came from. And you get into your one dribble pull-up. This looks like a tough shot. It's a quality look, but I know it's a good look for you. It goes in and out because I always see you shoot that type of shot going to your right, falling away. Great look. Now, solid creation here. You drive and you get that pound dribble, and he shifts. He comes all the way here. And you shoot this three. You get it off. You get enough space. So in one essence, great high-level shot creation, but also just shooting a lot of threes off the bounce creating is going to be a lot harder to make because that's not really a strength of yours right now. You'll make some, but you're not going to make a whole bunch of them. But mid-range, that would be great. Good look here. Way to run and get ahead of the guys. You just missed the layup. High quality look. Way to be shot ready. You're like ready for these shots. One pass away. Nobody's guarding you. Wide open look. Great shot selection. Now you're right here running the floor, and good timing and anticipating where to get to for the open area. You get to the mid-range shot. Quick catch and shoot. Excellent look. Bryson is driving, and he's going to end up drawing your guy. Plus, also, he's not really looking at you. So you do have a cut as well. If you cut right here to this middle area, Bryson can pass in between here. So that would be one option. As he draws him over, he's now coming with an actual off-balance closeout. And if you look at the defense, all 5 guys are on one side of the floor. So when you catch this ball here, this is an actual immediate rip into a floater right here, because he is the only guy who has to rotate over and there's nobody on that side of the floor. So you settle with taking this 3-pointer where you should have ripped and shot. I would judge that as you took a good shot, but you could have got an amazing look if you would have drove and got into the 1-dribble pull-up, or drove and got into that floater. You just got put in the middle of the high post and you turn, and you have this guy who's coming up to you. So you get into this floater, or you could have just driven hard left and then went and passed him for the layup. But you go and shoot a quality look here. He gets his hand up, but I know you can make that floater. Solid shot. Good awareness here to relocate to get in the vision of the passer. And you catch the ball. And this is just good reaction time. This guy's reaching for the ball. Low rip. We work on that a lot over the years. Right into a nice pull-up shot. Great shot. Way to come down the floor and just have a nice hezzy and get around somebody. And you get here to the floater and you get hit on the elbow. They don't call the foul. So this is a really good look. You get to your floater, you draw the foul. There should have been 2 free throws. Good job. Nice relocation again. Your teammate is driving with the ball and you're over here and you relocate to this short corner, keeping that spacing and getting space. Now you could catch and drive this baseline and try to get to a floater, which would be contested over him. But like I told you before this game, number 12 never contests shots. And you know that about number 12. So this becomes an amazing look because you know he won't put his hand up. Excellent job. Good job right here reading the floor. They're already off balance on defense. All of the defenders are on one side of the floor, so it's easy for you to make the read. The right side of the floor is wide open, so you pass it over to the corner. Your teammate gets a wide open 3, and she makes it. Excellent read, excellent vision. Way to attack the off balance closeout. Plus, you know this guy does not want to guard. You pass up the shot. You look like you're in triple threat, ready to shoot the ball, easily drive left. And you have a floater here that you could have shot, but you see your teammate wide open right here for a better shot. You pass up a great shot for an amazing shot. So excellent job here. She gets the wide open layup. Excellent read. Way to see that on the fly. I want to give you kudos here because I see you in the gym when you're working out, playing 1s, 2-on-2, and you play a lot more freer there. You do a good job of creating shot opportunities. You cross them over, get them off balance. And then you get into your 3. Yeah, you missed the shot. Great job with establishing getting the shot. Creating those looks in the mid-range will be better because you're going to have a better chance of making those shots. But high-level creation there, once again, you just want to get a little closer in your range for that type of shot creation. The very next time, you do the same type of crossover, you get them off balance, but now you dribble into a mid-range shot. Now you're completely on balance and this becomes a makeable shot. You're not really going to have air balls as much mid-range when you're getting on balance to that type of shot. Simple play right here. You're showing your teammate that you're wide open. He gets you the ball and you just get a layup. Good finish. In transition, you were really aggressive this game, being a terror with your in and out. You get right around him. Get hit there. That's a foul. They don't call it. Then you get fouled on the shot with the floater. They don't call it. So I see you looking for the call, which makes sense. And then right after that, we run our option that we run for you all the time. You shoot out to the corner. Nobody's there. Excellent shot. They get a late closeout. You knock it down. Great job. So way to respond right after missing that shot and having the referee miss 2 fouls and not allowing that to change what happens next. Good passing vision right here. The defense is loaded up on you, and this person who should be guarding the corner is way over here. He's inside of the paint. So that means that your corner person is wide open. And you read the floor right away, and you just zip the pass to her, and she gets a nice look with the late closeout. Good read. Way to be assertive here. You are playmaking. You're creating. Crossover, you draw 2. Once you draw the 2, you now kick out to your teammate. He gets a wide open look. Excellent job. Really good execution here out of Will. You get the handoff. Corey immediately slips the screen. You didn't even need it because this guy's behind you trailing. Now you have these 2 guys coming after you. He's still chasing. And then the guy who would be helping down on Corey going to the basket starts to come up to you. And you pass up a really good shot because you could have shot a jumper here, you could have floated it here, and you create an amazing shot for your teammate. Excellent, excellent read. This guy plays solid defense on you. He's sliding, trying to stay in front of you. You turn and you spin, and this right here is not a great look. You know, you kind of got to throw it up a little bit. That's not like a normal jump shot. So this is not a good look. This will be maybe your third not good look so far. You always do a good job of relocating and giving proper spacing on a drive. So Bryson draws two defenders right here, and your defender has to come in and help. And then you're going to back out just a little bit to create that space for him to continue to give you a good pass. An excellent job of creating that spacing off the ball, and you get yourself a quality look. Nice play right here. Players making plays. This is just really a nice play. I haven't seen you do this before. You kind of pro hop, keep your pivot, turn and spin into a fall away shot. This is actually a really good shot. Even though this guy's right here contesting it, you created it, and the fall away allows you to get it off, and you bank it and you just miss it. That was a very controlled look. Excellent job. And then now the next play, you're coming down in transition, and he comes over to rotate. He's a big guy, so since he gets in front of you, you just float the ball up, and you get a quality look with the floater. So excellent reads here. I mean, you missed the shot, but high quality looks. I like this right here. You catch the ball in transition, nobody stops you, and you get right into a rhythm pull-up shot. Excellent mid-range look. We're running the play. We always run for you, run out to the corner. Nobody's there. He gets there and closes out a little late. You get a quality look and miss it. Good shot. Same play again, except you run the other side. The guy's late to closing out to you. This time you attack the off-balance closeout. The ball was a little past, a little too high. So he's coming at you with the off-balance closeout, and you just immediately drive right around him, get into the two, take the contact, hit the floater. Great job. Get you the and one, and then you knock down the free throw. I like this play right here. Once again, I just want you to see your ability to create shots. Nice move here, in and out into the cross, get him off balance, good head movement. Now you get down the paint, you get to a nice floater. You just miss it, but it's a quality look. Good job. Way to come down being aggressive with this move here. Now, the person that is guarding you's right here, and the person who's guarding Mateo's right here. But he does not see Mateo, so Mateo cuts behind. So you do a good job of trying to create going around this guy. Mateo cuts to the basket, and you throw him the ball, and he gets a high quality look. Excellent read on the fly. That's not a play. That's just you seeing the floor. That is just your teammate cutting because his man isn't looking. Excellent instincts. Way to be aware. Simple play here, but making that early up pass is a big deal. You pass it up. Now your teammate gets a wide open look. Great job. Out of the jump ball, you get the ball, and you're trying to attack them right away before they get into a set defense. So it's a little clogged here for a second because now you got a guy right here standing here, and you got a guy right here. So then you turn the other way. Right here, this is not a good shot because you're off balance and you kind of fade away and you miss this shot right here. So in this instance, you probably want to pull it out or hit a teammate. If you try to create and you don't really have anything, don't forget to use your back dribble. So once again, if you're driving and you're trying to create something and then it gets clogged up, you can just retreat dribble or back dribble or easily find a teammate, you know, here or there. You don't have to force it up if you don't have a quality look. Don't forget that. Way to attack in transition. Nobody stops the ball. And then you get to your hezzy, get right into your left. Nice left-hand floater. Excellent job. Then once again in transition, nobody stops the ball. So if they don't stop the ball, keep pushing the ball. You get to a floater. Great shot. Now we get in the wheel. We get the handoff. Corey sets a screen. Your man gets screened. Corey starts to slip to the basket. You have a couple of shot options. You have your jump shot right here, which you take to get a quality look. You could also dish it right here to Corey, and Corey goes down the middle for the layup. Either way, both shots are amazing looks. Good look, you just miss it. Okay, once again, way to be ready off the ball. You take the dribble into the shot with the spacing, knock it down. Good job in transition, pushing the ball. Your teammate continues to run. You get him the ball. He gets a shot at the rim. Good pass. Don't forget your shot fake. Now that you've been shooting a lot of jumpers this weekend in this game, your shot fake's going to be really good. We talked about it before. So you get the pass out, and he's there to close out and gets a solid contest. Now, this look ends up being a good look for you. You come up the middle, your knees are bent, it is a makeable shot for you. But I want you to also remember that shot fake is something that you can use, especially when you have been shooting a lot of jump shots and your shot fake is really good. You get the ball really high. So start using that a little bit more. But that's still a quality shot because it was a good look for you. Once again, continue to push the ball when nobody stops you is big. And you continue to do that. And one of your teammates kind of cuts behind the defense. You make a beautiful pass. He gets a nice short corner shot. Good job. Way to be assertive here on this wing. You get the ball and your man doesn't really come out. He kind of stays low. B cuts. You dribble right into the three. It's wide open. Quality look. Way to have good vision to see your teammate. He's right here. He has his hand out calling for the ball. You keep bringing it up. And now you hit him. And now he's able to get to the basket. That's really a foul. Good pass. Way to just stay aggressive. Get into the hezzy. Kind of spin. He falls down. You don't realize it. But you see your teammate wide open. And you get Bryce a wide open shot. Good job. The early up pass is very simple. You got King linking out, and you just throw the ball, and now he's able to get down the court, fumbles the ball a little bit, but he finishes for this layup. So good job of making the simple early up pass. Once again, players making plays. Now you kind of get into a crossover, get the guy off balance, and pull up with a three. He's right there in your face, so it's a very tightly contested shot. Is it a great look? No, but you make it. So sometimes players make plays. But once again, that shot dive from there is not good to continue to keep up from the actual three-point range creating it. But once again, players make plays. This is still a really good confidence booster for you, seeing you create a look and hitting a shot with a hand in your face. The early up pass is very valuable. You always throw that a lot. Good job. Way to get your teammate a run and start to the basket. Okay, here goes another bad shot, right? You kind of get into your pound dribble. You were thinking about passing for a second, and then you shoot it. Now remember, look at your load here. So now you're loading all the way to the side and coming up. So this is not like a good shot. You have to load all the way over. That means you weren't strong enough for it. Not a quality shot there. Nice shot creation right here. Pound it, crossing over, getting right into the floater. Once again, you get fouled. They don't call it. Good job. Coach calls motion. You pass it, get right to the middle. And way to avoid him and step around and get this high-level layup at the rim. You just miss it. This would have tied the game. Good job. Now, once again, with the game on the line still, you're trying to get there to try to tie it. Way to get down there and get to the floater. You just miss it.